Hello boys and girls, in the last video we have studied about the human digestive system, how it looks like and what is the location of different organs in that system. Today we are going to study the process of digestion in the human body, how the different types of food that we eat are get digested. Okay, so today we are going to study about the process of digestion. Okay, in the process of digestion, first of all, the human beings, we can say that ingestion in human beings, ingestion, it takes place through mouth, okay. The food we eat contains some of the major components which are carbohydrates, okay, proteins, okay, and fat, okay. These are the three major components of food that we eat in our diet, okay. Carbohydrate, we can say that it is starch. Why it is starch? We know that in plant the food is synthesized in the form of glucose and it gets stored in the form of starch, and when we eat plants, that is in the form of vegetables or in the form of fruit or grains, we are consuming this starch. Protein is complex protein and fat is complex food. So actually we have to study the digestion of these three components, okay. We have to study the digestion of these three components in this heading, okay. So note it down. Now we are going to study about how and where this food get digested. First of all, we will study the digestion of food in mouth, then we will study the digestion of food in stomach, and then we will study the digestion of food in intestine, okay. So first of all, we are going to study about the digestion of food in mouth, okay. Digestion in mouth. The food that we are ingesting is coming in mouth, and in mouth what is actually happening is food get crushed, okay. Food get crushed by teeth, okay. The food that we are eating, first of all, it gets broken down into smaller particles, or we can say that crushed into smaller particle with the help of teeth. This is mechanical digestion. This is mechanical digestion of food. Now we are not going, the main topic is not mechanical digestion, the main topic is chemical digestion, how this food gets chemically digested with the help of enzymes, okay. So in the mouth we are taking all of three, carbohydrate, protein and fat, but very important thing that you have to note over here is only starch, or we can say that carbohydrate is digested in mouth, okay. Important thing is that only starch and carbohydrate get digested in mouth. Now what is the reason why this carbohydrate, only carbohydrate is being digested in the mouth? Why not protein and fat? So the very reason for this is enzymes for protein and fat are not released here. Very important thing, why the digestion of protein and fat is not taking place in the mouth? Because only the enzyme for the digestion of starch is present in the mouth. The enzyme for digestion of protein and fat is not present in the mouth, that's why only starch get digested. So the starch is getting digested, and how it takes place? So we can write here, in mouth salivary, or we can say that saliva is released. माउथ में जो फ्लूइड होता है, इट इज अ टाइप ऑफ फ्लूइड. ओके, माउथ में जो फ्लूइड होता है उसको बोलते हैं हम क्या? सलाइवा. इन माउथ सलाइवा इज रिलीज्ड, and which is releasing saliva? The gland is releasing saliva through salivary gland. Okay, salivary gland is responsible for releasing saliva in the mouth. And what are its contents? Contents of saliva are water. Approximately 90 to 95% portion of saliva is water. Then it contains salts or ions. Okay, then it contains mucus. Mucus is a gel like fluid. Okay, mucus, and it contains salivary amylase. Okay, it also contains, saliva also contains salivary amylase, and this salivary amylase it digests starch. Okay, it digests starch. Now one more important thing, when we are saying that starch get digested in the mouth, that doesn't mean all the starch get digested completely. Two different things. All the starch getting completely digested, it is not happening over here. Some part of starch get partially digested. Very important to note, some part of the starch, the total starch that we have eaten, it get digested into some other incompletely digested form. Complete digestion of food occurs in intestine. So some part of starch get partially digested in mouth, and the enzyme responsible for that partial digestion of food starch is salivary amylase. It is also known as ptyalin. Okay, it is also known as ptyalin. So now what is actually happening in here? How this starch is getting digested in the mouth? How it is happening? So the starch, this is the starch which is consumed by the human being with the help of through food, and only 27% of this starch, the 100% starch which is consumed by the human being, only 27% of this starch get converted into maltose, and the enzyme responsible is ptyalin or salivary amylase. This enzyme, it is an enzyme. Salivary amylase, it is an enzyme. Okay, it is also known as ptyalin. Okay, this enzyme is responsible for the partial digestion. This is the partial digestion of starch. The final product of starch digestion is not maltose. Very clearly I am saying that the final product for the starch digestion is not maltose, it is glucose. The further steps for the conversion of maltose into glucose will take place in the intestine, but very clearly you can note here that only 27% of the starch which we have eaten is converting into maltose. Now what happened with the 73% of the starch? It get digested into maltose in intestine, and then the entire maltose will be converted into glucose in the further next step. So this is the part of digestion which is happening in the mouth. I hope you have understood it very clearly. Please note it down. So now we are moving further. In mouth there are one more structure present, it is tongue. Tongue is one of the structure which is present in the mouth. It is made up of muscles. Okay, the tongue is made up of muscles. Okay, now what are the functions of tongue? What are the functions of tongue? The functions of tongue. First function, it is recognition of taste. Okay, first of all, this tongue is responsible for the recognition of taste, so it is a type of sensory organ. Okay, it is a type of sensory organ. Tongue is a type of sensory organ. Second function is mixing food with saliva. Okay, very important function of tongue. Okay, mixing food with saliva. Okay, and the third function is articulation of speech. Okay, articulation of speech. Very clearly please understand beta ke the from the larynx portion or from the sound box in our neck, we will study in the respiratory system. The larynx portion of the respiratory system is producing the voice, but this voice or the sound is converting into words. The words, we are not releasing words from the neck, we are releasing voice from the neck, and the voice is converted into speech with the help of tongue. Okay, so these are the important function of tongues. Now the food which is present in the mouth will now move to the stomach, and the path to moving to the stomach is through food pipe or esophagus. So we are going to understand a very important topic over here, that is known as peristalsis movement. Okay, peristalsis movement. Okay, suppose let us consider that this is the food pipe. Okay, this is the food pipe and this is stomach. Okay, this is the food pipe, this is esophagus, and this is stomach. Okay, this is esophagus and this is stomach, and this esophagus is made up of muscles. The muscles are here. Okay, so there are muscles present in the esophagus. Now very important thing that can be seen, that this esophagus is not a hollow structure. Okay, this esophagus is not a hollow structure like that. Food is coming from the mouth, this is the food, ये आएगा कहाँ से? From माउथ से ये फूड आया, और ऐसा नहीं होगा कि फूड सीधा इसोफेगस में आया और इट विल फॉल डाउन इनटू स्टमक, नॉट लाइक दिस, because this esophagus is filled with muscles. Okay, so it cannot move freely or it cannot fall freely into the mouth, into the stomach. how it will move into the stomach? So these muscles of esophagus will, suppose this is the food, and this muscles will perform some movement due to which this food will move like this. This blue color is showing the movement of food through esophagus, and it is entering into the stomach. This zigzag movement performed by the muscles of esophagus, this zigzag movement performed by the muscles of esophagus is known as peristalsis movement. This is peristalsis movement. Okay, and what is happening through this peristalsis movement? The food which is coming from mouth, is pushed. It is actually being pushed towards the stomach by this zigzag movement of the muscles of esophagus, and this zigzag movement of the muscles is known as peristalsis movement. So we can write over here the definition of peristalsis. The zigzag movement of muscles in esophagus which pushes the food towards the stomach. Okay, which pushes the food towards the stomach. This is the definition of peristalsis movement performed by the muscles of esophagus. And one more thing you can understand from this part, that this esophagus movement, this peristalsis movement which is performed by the muscles of esophagus, it is actually the involuntary movement. The movement of these muscles is not under our willpower control. Okay, so in this video we are ending up to peristalsis movement. From the next video we will study how the digestion of food takes place in stomach. Okay.